In the late 1800s, there was something called the Dawes rolls, which was basically a census that made records of people's ethnic backgrounds, in order to determine which Native American tribes would get certain land allotments and other benefits. After slavery, many black people were associated with some of these tribes by bloodline, and because they were associated with these tribes, many black people were entitled to some of these benefits. The government did not want blacks to get these benefits. So they created a separate freedmen's list specifically for black people. They also started to list any full-blooded Native American who had African features as black. A
historic meeting is taking place in Cherokee at this moment.
The three federally recognized Cherokee tribes have gathered for the first time since the 1800s.
They're talking about issues of concern to all three tribes, but it's also a chance for them to reflect on a history they all share.
Proud to be Cherokee, I am. Proud to be Cherokee, I am.
Cherokee history is on display at the museum. Michelle Hicks is proud of that heritage, and proud to be chief of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians.
I am totally impressed by our chiefs.
Hosting the first meeting of the three Cherokee tribes since thousands were forced from their ancestral lands.
We came together and it was like a huge family reunion. Even though we're separated by distance, we're still one people.
Chief George Wycliffe of the United Keetoowah Band says this meeting is a chance to unite.
The history that is lacking and getting things into the archive.
The chiefs say language is the first identity of any culture.
We want to be all Cherokee speakers. And in the traditional way. This is a big battle that we face.
Tribes passing a resolution urging Washington to pass laws with language protecting Native people.
We have a court here, but it's a misdemeanor court. So if a non-member comes on and attacks, a Native, we don't have any right to prosecute. Him or her. We all share the same concern. The long-term maintenance and respect. It's been prophesied that we will do this.
Is a chance for reunion and renewal.
We all came from one fire. We are all cousins. We are all related.
And meetings of all three tribes are now planned for every year.
The other thing is, I'd like to know how many of these people are even Indians to begin with. Because I've looked at them. And I have to tell you something, they don't look like Indians to me. And I've told a couple of them who came into my office, I said, I believe I have more Indian blood in my veins than you have. And I have none. And they laugh. They think it's a joke.
And so, in my State of the Union, my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it, speech to the nation. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, "Fool me once, shame on you." If fool me, we can't get fooled again.